My view of using media and technology in the classroom has changed since the beginning of the class. I used to have the philosophy of technology was a distraction, something that teachers used more as a filler activity. Now I see it as being a extra tool to help students learn the content. In addition to that benefit, students can learn the material in their own way. They can learn it in their own pace, in their own learning style. One of my favorite videos from this semester was the Khan video, Let's Use Video to Reinvent Education. In this video, he states that individualized learning plans that students can use to learn the same content. They'll just reach the same goal, but in their own way. Along with this benefit, students will also interact with the content more and in different multiple perspectives. Now, with social studies, this is a benefit tool because students can listen to voices of the past, voices of historical figures who are no longer with us. They can watch speeches, debates, things that might not have been available to them unless they were living in that time period. In addition, they can read primary sources. They can Google, the Constitution or another historical document and read it and interact with it in a different way. So having these multiple perspectives of using technology and engaging with the material in different ways allows students to build on the concepts. It allows them to reach that level of mastery, that deep level of understanding that is needed for concepts. Now, there are some negatives to using technology in the classroom. In my classroom, I would not use the flipped classroom yet. As a new teacher, I feel like I'm a little bit scared still to give my students that control of watching the lesson videos at home. Instead, starting out, I feel like we can incorporate some of the ideas from a flipped learning classroom in a different way. I would still use the teaching through videos and then spending more time in the class engaging with students in different activities, but still have the lesson at the beginning of class. You want to give your students control of their learning, but also have a guided hand in it from the teacher. Along with these concepts of the flipped learning, doing the different interactive activities allows teachers to work with their students more, have more of that individualized one-on-one time. With technology in the classroom, teachers aren't always standing at the board teaching lessons. They are interacting with their students. They are analyzing that speech that a historical figure did, or they're taking an interactive virtual tour of a historic site with their class. It allows them to interact in a different way and then traditionally, so to speak. How I view my philosophy of teaching with media now is that it has more benefits than I originally thought. I used to think, again, technology was a distraction, something, teachers used to say they did. Now, through the different websites, platforms that we have used in the class, I can see myself using them in my classroom. I see, Moodle Cloud, those types of platforms being extensions of my class, another resource for my students to go and find information to build on the concepts in the class. Also, using technology, again, allows them to find a creative, engaging way to interact with the material. Again, this is important with social studies. Social studies can sometimes be very cut and dry, fact after fact. So you want to use technology in the classroom to engage your students and to make them love learning.